this road trip from South Carolina back home to Texas. And we're still on the road. Currently we are, and that's why I was hesitant to do this part of our road trip, because I might be going in and out in reference to reception. But I figured I'd still give it a try. But half a day, welcome in. Still on this road trip from South Carolina back home to Texas. And currently we are in Louisiana. The weather is much better, because when we first started the trip, we were getting more rain. Hey TJ, how are you? Thank you for popping in. But we're just on the road trip back home to Texas from South Carolina. We left early this morning, and currently we are in Louisiana. You were in Louisiana back in July? Cool. Were you just traveling through or visiting family? But yeah, so we still have a long way to go. We're like less than 7 hours from home, but because we're in the central part of Texas. But if you're just now popping in, oh, there was a conference. Okay. If you're just now popping in, we're on our way home to Texas and currently streaming from Louisiana. I did a live stream earlier this morning and covered most while we were in Georgia. And we had rain, there was traffic, but now that we're in Louisiana, no rain, no traffic at the moment. The hubby and I have already switched a couple times, dashing tonight, even though it is really slow. Oh yeah, in reference to the app, are you going to be multi-apping, DJ? If you're just now popping in, this is a road trip to Texas, back home to Texas, and currently streaming from Louisiana. Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing, that's probably going to be tomorrow's topic for my Vlogmas, talking about how it was doing gig work in South Carolina compared to our home zones in Texas. Waiting list for Spark still. Man. Yeah, our daughter Lexi, she's been on the waiting list forever. I don't know if she's tried doing it or not, but we told her to reapply, but for a different zone. What is that? Leaves?
It's not a truck, it's a leaf blower.
Looking through the phone, the pickup in front of us looks further, but no. The pickup in front of us is about a car length ahead of us. We've got a bunch of, I'm assuming looks like leaves, just flying out of the back of this pickup. There you go. But yeah, we can't, we're ready ready to get back to working in our home zones and being able to make decent money. Hello, thank you for popping in. To where we know the money's more consistent and we know the market better. But right now I'm streaming from Louisiana. We're on a road trip back home to Texas. But this road trip started from South Carolina early this morning. And we're doing this as a straight drive. I know the hubby doesn't like it when I do the live stream on the road because that means he can't listen to music. I just hope that I don't lose reception. But I figure whether people are popping in or not, you know, hopefully people are popping in. Don't forget to smash that like button, please. You guys get the lovely view of the road. And every now and then I'll turn the camera around to show us. Hi. But like I said, it's been a long day. The hubby's doing majority of the driving. We've been on the road over 9 hours, and I've driven 2 of that. I actually wanted to start the live stream as, you know, just as we were entering Louisiana from Mississippi because of the bridge. But it's a good thing I didn't because my phone kept losing reception. We left South Carolina this morning. It was about 7:15, 7:20 Eastern Standard Time. So that was what, 6 something Texas time. So yeah, we've been on the road 10 hours now. And like I said, we've stopped several times to gas, get something to eat, stuff like that. But we still got just over 6.5 hours to go. Can we do it? Yes, we can. But like I said, it's my hubby's the one that's doing majority of the driving, so. But doesn't that view look nice? You guys are looking at Louisiana, one of the main highways in Louisiana. This trek from South Carolina to Texas, we go through South Carolina. Well, I'm sorry, we were on the western part of South Carolina. Then we hit Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and now we're in Louisiana. But did you know? Hey, hi there. Thank you for popping in. Hey, Mary. This is actually my second live stream from this road trip, so. But did you know that driving 10 hours, if you were in Texas, you'd still be in Texas. Woo. If you're going west. If you're going either from north to south or south, or vice versa. It's 14 hours. Basically from north to south or vice versa, it's about a 14-hour, I think, drive, and you'd still be in Texas. We're in,
what we saw the other day.
Yeah.
That's panhandle foot down to the Gulf.
yeah, it's crazy to know that we just drove 10 hours, and we've South Carolina and 4 states. South Carolina, well, we've driven through 2 states for sure, with Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi. Sorry, 3 full states we've driven through. But in that amount of time, if we were driving in Texas, we'd still be in Texas. I'm going back to work. Have you on the computer for the watch hours I have driven across Texas. It was awesome. Nice people. And thank you, Mary. Go and make that Monday, but stay safe out there. We actually were stationed in England in the early part of 2000. We were at a small base called RAF Fairford. We loved it out there. The only thing I wasn't too keen on, thank you, was the country roads, because they were single lane pretty much. And it always made me nervous when there was cars coming towards me. Because a lot of the roads are very narrow. That was the only thing I didn't like while we were in England. And of all the places we've been stationed at, England is one of them that I wouldn't mind revisiting. Looking at the state of Louisiana. We're on our way back home. Yeah, a lot of corners. Yes. The town that was right outside of the base, Fairford, there was this, it's crazy to see rigs, the real big trucks going through that town like they're driving on a regular road. Because there would be spots in the town where it literally is just one lane. But here in a little while, you guys can kind of see it over there to the left. You guys we'd be able to see the sun setting. Everyone's had a wonderful start to their week, because our start was with this long drive. Tomorrow we might be able to relax for a little bit before we get back to work. We're taking tomorrow to relax before we get back to work. And you're driving on the wrong side of the road for you. Trust me, when we got stationed in England, majority of the vehicles, and this is what my husband was telling me, majority of the vehicles are stick shift, and I have a very, very little experience in driving a stick shift. So when we went out there and then I had to retest to get my UK or UE, right? Driver's license to be able to drive over there. Yeah, the vehicles we ended up getting, we only had one that was an automatic, and the other two, you know, because these were older cars for that time period, but all stick shift. So not only am I, you know, like the way you see it right now, where I'm in the passenger seat, but in England, this would be the driver's side. So not only am I driving or sitting on the opposite side that I'm used to, driving on the other side, but I had to relearn how to drive a stick, but I was using my left hand. So, you know, that's three things you have to learn right away. If you ever go out to England, I mean, like I said, this was the early part of 2000. We were there for 3 years, and who knows, maybe there's a lot more automatic vehicles out there now, but at the time we were told that it was more common. Hey Eric, are you at your W-2? Are you doing your W-2? But it was more common to have stick shifts. So, and I did come back home to the States. Doing good. We're just on the road. We're currently in Louisiana, and there's a sunset going on over there. Oh, you're off today? And we started our road trip in South Carolina at almost 6:30 this morning. Texas time, that is, and we're expected to arrive just after 11 o'clock Texas time. A lot more electric cars now. Oh, makes sense. Huh? But while we were stationed there in England, I did come home to the States, and I just have to keep reminding myself that the driver's side is always closest to the center lane to make sure I wasn't driving on the opposite side. Thank you. Yeah, we still have 6.5 hours to go. We started our road trip 10 hours ago. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, even here with gas prices, where we were at in South Carolina, at one point for unleaded, it was at 240 something. It was at 240 something for unleaded, and then by the time we left, it was at 269. But our car takes premium, so it was more expensive. So at the moment, you guys are still able to catch the sunset.
Electric cars.
No, it's just in the UK, because we're talking about cars. I made the comment. I don't know if there's more automatic. That's what he said. A lot more electric cars. It's a bit cloudy, but that's fine. I'm just glad that it's not raining, because that was the forecast for the entire trip. Hey, NATO.
It's raining south of us.
At the moment, I guess we're getting lucky because we're staying above the storm or the rain. It's more south of where we're at. England began LH travel in medieval times, so passing horsemen can slash with their dominant hand. England began LH travel. Okay, what's LH? All right, NATO, what is LH? Left hand? Left hand travel in medieval times. So passing horsemen can slash with their dominant hand. I mean, that is true. I guess that is true. Whenever we see, fight scenes, people, especially, when they're fighting with swords, and even while they're on the horse, they are right-handed. Sorry, I have to go. Time for bed. Up early. It's 10:41 in the UK. Well, thank you so much for popping in. Have a good evening. I mean, I guess that definitely makes sense for something like that. Do we see a stalled vehicle? Hopefully by the time the sun does start to set a bit more over there, that it's not all covered by the tree. But if you're just now popping in, we're live from Louisiana on our way to Texas. Road trip started back in South Carolina. I know I'm not really talking too much right now. It's I'm just having the phone face towards where the sun is setting, but we got the tree line here blocking a good portion of the view, and so I was hoping that we'd be able to get the sun setting. But if you're just now popping in, we're in Louisiana, just watching, or at least trying to watch the sun setting. But I like how, looking through the phone, you can see a lot more of the pink and blue in the clouds. But when I'm looking at it in person, that's not what I see. Oi. Vroom vroom. So we're in Louisiana. We're just getting ready to pass a Love's gas station, and the gas is showing $3.20 for unleaded. Oh, I'm sorry. $3.20 for unleaded. That's what it just said. No, it said unleaded. I guess we'll have to see, because that is a big jump. You think that was diesel? I could have sworn I read that it said unleaded. 249. Oh, well, that's not bad. 269 here in Indiana. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. I guess I was just reading it wrong. I mean, sometimes we give our girl our car mid-grade, but she sure doesn't like it when we sunset if it's too cloudy. Come on now. I wonder if that looked like an Amazon processing center. Come on, clouds. Break away long enough for us to see the sunset. You know, there's a couple of features that looks new. I don't know. If it might mess up my live stream. Has anybody played around with the settings when you're doing a live stream? Right here on the side. I mean, you've got the flip, the microphone, and then it looks like a wand. And then the other piece looks like I can possibly add a background. But what's happened in a couple of my live streams recently was when I'm messing around with buttons, I would accidentally move away from the live stream and it would end it abruptly. So I kind of want to play around with it. Alright, let's see what happens. If I lose the live stream, thank you for popping in. I am streaming from Louisiana on our road trip from South Carolina back to Texas. Here's a quick look at the road. And I was hoping to show the sun setting, but as it was setting some more, it got even more cloudy. So that's no fun. All right. Oh, it's a green screen. Oh, that's what that is. All right, let's see if I can take a green screen of the road. Now I'm just doing a green screen. Well, that's cool. That's definitely a new feature to do a live stream on your phone, is that you can add a live stream. Look, babe. I'm standing in the middle of the road. Oh no. Watch out. Let me see. What else do I have? Oh, well, interesting. That is very interesting. Now you know, if you're doing a live stream from your phone, there's a couple of new features that's on the side that you can use to, let me see what the wand one is. Again, if I accidentally end this live stream, sorry. Just playing around with the buttons on the side. Oh, that's the retouch button. So if you're not exactly feeling flawless, no, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to, because you can kind of see it in the distance over there with the sun setting. But we are in Louisiana. Looks like we're passing like the main city. Well, you know where the party's at, right? Are we I say where the party's at because there's a lot of hotels here that have a casino. Shreveport, that's what yes. We're not in Shreveport yet? Okay, okay. So I take that back. Can smell that? it smells like the we just went over the lake or the river, and yeah, it doesn't smell
Smells like Louisiana.
it's very aromatic. And not in a good way.
We can get you a friend. We can get you a meeting.
Man. Still no sunset. No. The clouds ruined the sunset. I mean, you can kind of see it, but there's just too many clouds. That way I can't get the sun. I can't get the sunset. But for those of you guys that are just popping in, thank you for doing so. We're currently streaming from Louisiana. I think we just passed Monroe, and we're getting closer to Shreveport. And it looks like we're probably going to be hitting some traffic up here. Yay. It is going, oh my goodness. It is going on 5 o'clock, so. It is going on 5 o'clock, so we're getting to end of day traffic.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Cheers. Cheers. It's 5 o'clock. Okay, well, it's 4:54. Yeah, there's traffic, but at the moment it's not a grinding halt. Knock on wood. Kung Fu. What does that say? Southern Shaolin Kung Fu American. Oh, there's a Kung Fu studio here in Louisiana. That was a big billboard for that. Shaolin. Wu-Tang Clan. If you guys are not familiar with that group, you should go check out. It's kind of like a documentary, but not. But it's talking about the Wu-Tang Clan. It's 3 seasons long, and we're re-binging it. We're binging it again.
It's on Disney and Hulu.
It's on
An American Saga.
There you go. It's on Disney and Hulu. Wu-Tang Clan,
It's Wu-Tang and an American Saga.
I'm sorry, it's Wu-Tang, an American Saga. It's where the Method Man and Old Dirty Bastard came from. Who else? Who else did well on their own? You okay? Huh? Did you say peachy? Peachy.
Preacher.
If you're just now popping in, we're streaming from Louisiana Feel free to say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. We just had someone from the UK that was on not too long ago. I love it, and I keep saying this, but I love it when my live streams are international. Do you see a stalled vehicle? That's a little further up. But this morning I had someone from Ireland that was on my live stream, so that was pretty cool. And what was the other place? Germany. We also had someone from Germany on the live stream. So if you're just now popping in, you know, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. But we're just on this long road trip from South Carolina to Texas, but currently in Louisiana.
Light your face for Sam.
I'm just saying it for, yep, oh, stalled vehicle. Because when I see the numbers go up, that just means, hey, half a day. We got someone else from England in the house. I guess of all the places that we've been stationed at, you know, and I've said this before, but I'll say it again. England is one of the countries I'd like to go back to revisit. It was very beautiful out there. Plus, England would be the place we'd visit right before we go to Scotland. That's where the hubby wants to go, wants to visit. Why is he trying to, oh, because there's a car there. Visit South Yorkshire. Did we visit that? Yorkshire? We tried to visit London one time, but we were serious tourists that day and not knowing where we were supposed to go and just kept getting lost. But we saw several castles while we were out there. One castle we saw like 4 times. What was it again? Huh?
Warwick.
We went to Warwick Castle like 4 times. Mainly because we were showing, whenever family came to visit, that was one of the castles we would go to.
That's close.
It was one of the closer ones, so.
Not that anything's too far away. Alright, Jersey, get the hell out of the way now.
Come on, truck.
You slowed me down.
Move it on your left. Okay, on your right. There you go. There you go. We still have 384 miles to go on this road trip.
Get you halfway across the Get you halfway across the UK, more than halfway across the UK. We
Yeah.
started in London, drove north. Circle your island about 20 times. Oh wait, I forgot they only drive 35.
Yeah, exactly.
Too damn slow.
Poke fun at my tiny tropical island, but how quickly you can visit. I mean, do a tour of the island, but a real tour, yeah, you cannot do it in a day. Because did you know in my tiny island of Guam, that's where I'm originally from, that the highest speed limit, does anybody know? For those that is watching right now, it's a tiny island in the South Pacific. What the highest speed limit? What's the fastest you can legally go? It's definitely not like the highways here in the States. But the fastest that you can legally go in Guam is 35. Yep, you heard me. 35. So the entire island, you're pretty much driving like you're driving through a neighborhood. You're gonna go to sleep then. You need me to drive? You sure? We still got 6 hours to go.
Yeah, 6 hours.
So what do you think? We're gonna head into Dallas? Because we're gonna have to decide as soon as we get out of Shreveport. Well, look at this. Actually, now it's saying to go through the city is 3 minutes faster. On the outskirts of Dallas.
Stay on the track market.
I'm gonna keep the live stream going until we get. Oh, that was cool, and we missed it. Darn it. There were some cool Christmas lights going on, but we drove by it so fast. But I'm gonna keep the live stream going until we pass Shreveport.
It's another hour.
Is it?
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
It's not an hour.
It's 100 miles left to go in Louisiana. Yeah. 98 until we get to Shreveport.
Oh, is that what it just said?
No, I just know.
Okay, well, there's a sign coming up. We'll see. We will see. Shreveport, 82 miles to go. Okay, well, maybe I won't be keeping the live stream on that long.
Keep it on until it gets dark.
Okay, I can keep it on until it starts to get dark, so. But if you're just now popping in, you guys are seeing the highway, or at least one of the highways here in Louisiana.
Byways here.
You gonna make me drive in the dark? If we take the main highway, you know, like passing on the outskirts of Dallas, I'm fine with that because we're on 35. Even in the dark, that's not too bad compared to driving the back roads. I think it might be better and safer, I guess, because we don't know how. Lexi said that it had been raining for several days, so we don't know what those back roads are going to be like.
Not much in the way of accumulation for ourselves. I think that's an issue.
Yeah.
So I think let us know. Oh, this road's closed. No flooding. No flooding.
Maybe.
No flooding unawares.
Plus, we can go faster on the highways.
I think that's true. That's what I said when I took it back.
Oh, okay. Well, because the GPS is still set up for that.
No, that road is not the back road. That was the center one. It was the
Those two are both back roads. Let's see. Nobody else is chiming in. Where are y'all watching from? For those of you guys that are still here. We are about 80 miles from Shreveport.
Wait, let me get that in. I said 100 miles to
Because I didn't say
the border.
Louisiana.
Okay.
And if you're here, don't forget on the way out, or even if you are just hanging out with us, smash that like button, please. Yes, there's a stalled car. For those of you guys that are here, and if you've done road trips, what is the longest road trip you've done as a straight drive?
Either way, I've got to go with it. Straight drive or just continuous, even over days.
I mean, you did a straight drive from, I mean, yeah, well, you did pull over to Nap for an hour, right? On your drive from Washington State to Alaska.
I slept a couple hours.
But for those of you guys that are just popping in, I had asked a question. 13 hours, Indiana to Louisiana. Nice. What is the longest road trip you've done to where you've done it as a straight drive? Because that's what we're currently doing. We left South Carolina and on our way to Texas. We've basically been on the road for 10 hours. Over 10 hours. And doing this straight drive is the third time. It's the third time we've done it. For me.
I was gonna say
for me. The hubby's done, he did a straight drive from,
I've done this trip more times than I can think of.
yeah, he did a straight drive from Washington State to Alaska. I mean, he did pull over to nap for about 2 hours, but otherwise it was a straight drive from Washington State to Alaska. Do you remember how many hours that was supposed to be? No?
No, I didn't. It was.
That was a long time ago. You're talking about 1998.
That wasn't a straight drive.
Huh?
That wasn't a straight drive.
You actually stopped and slept?
Yeah, I stopped.
I mean, at a hotel.
It's been scattered along.
I know. From what I remember, you only pulled over to nap.
No, because I'm pretty sure I stayed in Whitehorse. No, I did not.
Yeah, because
I stayed
you couldn't afford to time wise because you stayed an extra day in Washington. That's why. Yeah.
But that whole trip from Baltimore, Maryland to South Carolina to Texas to Oklahoma to Colorado to Washington and then through Canada up to
Yeah, but you had a lot of stopovers.
In a 1987 Mustang 5.0 GT.
Woot woot.
Stopped over a lot on the trip.
Yeah. Are you making any money out there yet, DJ? It was the white SUV. I guess he's wanting the truck to get out of the way.
Has to get past the van first.
And that car is being impatient. Yeah, that sounds like it would be you.
Just do that.
I'm in.
I get impatient whenever they cut me off and drives too slow.
Look at that car. Being impatient.
I bet you that fucking wreck won't feel it if he hits it.
Nope, because they got that bar right there.
Like, is that a fleet? Get off my fleet.
Car behind us is driving without their lights. It's getting dark out. You gotta turn on your lights. There's a car behind us. I mean, I know it doesn't look that dark, but there's a car behind us that's still driving without their headlights. All right, we got 6.5 minutes. Take it to the 1 hour mark.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, doggy doggy.
Woo, we got less than 6 hours to go now. Come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on.
If I push it, I still have about 30 miles left on this tank of gas.
Yeah, I already figured we're gonna have to just top it somewhere. Maybe after Dallas. So now we are about 70 something miles away from Shreveport, Louisiana. With our destination, Texas. Starting point, South Carolina.
I will bang your face.
It's probably talking about our insurance.
Insurance.
Yeah. Because remember, our original insurance was getting ready to expire this month anyways, when we submitted it, so we're going to have to resubmit it once. Every time I think I'm ready to open it back up, you know, we're behind these type of trucks. All right, let's open it up. Yeah. But we're not by the water.
It's Louisiana, there's water everywhere. It's called swamp.
Yeah. Look at that traffic on the side road. Yeah. so glad you and Caleb are okay. But that was, I saw the picture, the thumbnail of your live earlier, and I was just like, what? But yeah, you're right. You definitely have someone watching over y'all. Okay. Yeah, we're in Louisiana. I think you popped into my live stream this morning, right? But we've driven through from South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and we are less than 90 miles from hitting the border of Texas. But we still have almost 6 hours to go on this drive.
84 miles to the border.
Oh, 83 miles to the border. But that was crazy, what I heard you talking about with the fire truck, when they said, asking if the fire was out, and then they still, to take their time getting to you just because the fire was out earlier. But I didn't say hi because I was working. Oh, no worries. Sometimes I'd be lurking like that too. Just to pop in, hit the like button, and watch for a little bit. I guess basically we're gonna have to say yes, say no, that the fire is not out, so maybe they'll get there quicker. I'm trying to help with watch hours even when I can't chat. And thank you. Yeah, I'll be setting up another playlist for today to run through the night when we get home. I'll set it up before I go to bed for another playlist. I mean, I don't know if you heard her on the live, but she was saying that when they asked her if the fire was put out, and she told them yes. So you heard her, how it took them 10 to 15 minutes to get there. Yeah. I mean, how far are you from a fire station? Yeah, that's true. Of all the times I've heard stories, I don't think I've heard anything about, is the fire put out? I would think that the main concern really is that, if everybody is out of the residence and less than 5 minutes from a fire station, and it took them more than 10 minutes to get there. Oh, was it because of traffic? Yeah, we're lucky we're not far from a fire station ourselves. I would say maybe, less than 5 minutes also for us, for the nearest fire station. It was at 9 p.m. Oh my goodness. On a Sunday night. That is just crazy. But like I said, I'm glad you guys are okay. No one suffered from any smoke mean, did they say anything when they were done about that it was still okay that you guys were still to be in there? And is your stove gas or electric? I don't think I got into your live early enough to hear on whether it was your stove was gas or electric. And by the way, I was trying to do a sunset, a view of the sunset, but when the sun was setting over here, as you can see, I've got a tree line for most of this drive. So, but at the time that the sun was actually setting over there, there was a lot of clouds. So I have the tree line, but at that point, when I was trying to show it, there was a lot of clouds. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream for today. Thank you guys for popping in. For those that hung out pretty much throughout the entire drive, or at least for this live stream, should I say. We've got, like I said, we've got about we've got 352 miles to go on this road trip before we hit home in Texas. I could probably still stream a bit more, but again, with the areas that we're going to be hitting, I don't want to have to worry about my live stream cutting in and out. And plus, it's getting darker. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it now. Again, thank you, Situ Usmaasi, for joining me and keeping us company. There's the hubby who's doing 95% of the drive. So far on this 11-hour drive, I've driven 2 of that. But y'all stay safe, whatever you guys are doing out there. I'll catch you guys on the next video. But don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. Have a wonderful night. Adios for now.